Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mission 3, or technically 4, since we didn't do Mission 1. In any case, this one is a doozy. It starts off kind of slow. We are to escort this sucker all the way from Kobleti to Viziani. Obviously, something's gonna happen along the way, or this would not be a fun mission, yeah? And it is quite a bit challenging. I'll admit I had to play this one twice. Something went wrong halfway through, and yeah, so. But I did manage to get some slightly better shots from the beginning and on, so hope you guys enjoy. Oh, and by the way, please forgive the slightly low FPS in certain parts. I'm not sure if it was the AC-130 or all the MiG-21s on base, but it caused a lot of frame issues. When it's sped up, you don't notice it, but right now you will.
Springfield, Pontiac, we are airborne and continuing our climb. Overlord, Springfield is airborne. Springfield, Overlord. Springfield, Pontiac. We're going to go ahead and take a loop around Kobleti, gain a little bit of additional altitude before departing.
Alright, so at this point the AC-130 is going to do a racetrack pattern around the airfield while climbing to get to some pretty decent altitudes before moving out. Unfortunately, he's doing this as an AC-130, and you know, they are slow. So I have to do this in flaps out and all that jazz. It was not very fun. I'm going to delete some of the worthless footage of us just flying straight ahead when nothing's happening. I promise you nothing happened in between, and I'll keep all the dialogue still in there.
Springfield, Pontiac. Everything is looking good here. We are continuing our ascent, currently at 8,000 feet. Springfield, we have reached our cruising altitude of 15,000 feet. You may now recline your seat backs and lower your tray tables. Copy, Pontiac. Springfield requests beverage service at your earliest convenience.
At 15,000.
Springfield, Pontiac, you get us there in one piece and then we'll see about beverages. Copy that, Pontiac. We'll hold you to that. Springfield out. Springfield, Overlord. We are receiving reports that Abkhazian troops in armor have crossed the border and are firing on Georgian forces. We will keep you informed as the situation develops. Overlord out. Unbelievable. I just can't believe how fast this thing's gone south. It's like these guys were just looking for an excuse, you know what I mean? Let's just get to Viziani before something else goes wrong. Pontiac out.
Oh, God bless this voice actor's frail little heart. That was some of the best voice acting I've ever heard.
Springfield, Overlord. Casualty reports are coming in from Georgian forces on the front lines. We'll forward updates as we receive them. Overlord out.
And here we get our very first radar contact.
Springfield, Overlord. Radars report a flight of Russian aircraft launching from Nalchik Air Base. We will continue to monitor their position. Disposition of aircraft is still unclear. Remain with Pontiac until otherwise instructed. Overlord out. Overlord, Springfield copies and confirms contact. Awaiting further instruction. Springfield, Pontiac. I have a bad feeling about this. You boys stay close, you hear?
And as if things weren't bad enough already, we've got more to worry about.
Spike, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, suddenly reconsidering this mission.
Springfield, Russian aircraft are believed to be moving on an intercept course towards Pontiac's position. Assume hostile intentions. You are cleared to engage. Bra 009 for 60 at Angels 25. Overlord out. Y'all be careful out there. One of those fighters slips through rear SOL. Springfield copies. Maintain current heading, Pontiac. We'll get everybody home safe. Vectoring to intercept.
Alright, time to get situated. There are several things you need to worry about. First of all, all the aircraft are coming towards you, so put it in high PRF and narrow the beam. We don't know at what range they are, but based on what the RWR was telling us, we can safely assume that they are far away enough where 80-mile scan range is just dandy. Second thing to worry about, we're flying with an AI. and this sucker's somewhere to my right over here. He's not going to engage unless I tell him to do something, so you need to be well aware of when you're going to be doing this engagement. In the last 2 missions, these people were jumping on top of us, so we never had the opportunity to actually actively go out and say, hey, wingman, engage bandits. But now we have the time to set up and let him know what's what. Also, do not forget that you're flying with 3 fuel tanks. Make sure you dump them at the correct time. When you want to do this is completely up to you. However, my recommendation is to dump 2 of your wing tanks by pressing left control W, which jettisons your wing fuel tanks first, and then if you press it again, it will jettison your centerline tank. However, there is no need to jettison all 3. You can dump the wing tanks first and leave the centerline on, because you can still fight with it. So I would dump the wing tanks right before the engagement starts. Okay, both the radar and the RWR are telling us that they have split off into 2 groups. You have 2 in the forward, 2 in the back. So we will target the guys in the front first, obviously, and then go for the guys in the back. Do note that if you fail to kill one of the guys in the front, he will continue on and press towards Pontiac and kill the AC-130. That's bad.
2, engage bandits. 2, strike, 12 o'clock. 2, contact bearing 2, 0, 4, 2, 1.
Since in TWS you can fire at multiple targets, that is exactly what I've done. I've shot at the 2 guys in the lead, and they probably, hopefully, will go defensive. Maybe one of them will even kill. Now I'm waiting for the missile to go pitbull, which it just did, pop some chaff for a defensive maneuver, and then break away. Okay, on the radar you can see that there's 1 aircraft going outbound and 2 aircraft coming inbound. Shoot at the guys coming inbound first, because they are within firing range. As you can see, they've already fired at me. I've locked both of them up, so I'm going to fire 2 missiles off and hopefully make those guys break defensive. Still waiting for pitbull here.
Engaging bandit. 2, contact bearing 17.11.
Okay, so the current picture looks like my friendly's at 25, we got a guy going outbound at 13,000, he's just far away enough where the jammer is still taking an effect. I'm not going to focus on him, he's outbound. That 29, however, on the RWR is something to worry about. I've made the assumption that the 29 is so close in the RWR that he's probably well within 10 miles, so I used VSS mode. However, upon the VSS not exactly getting anything in front of me, I decided to switch back to my radar. And, well, that's definitely not him.
Engaging bandit.
And this entire time I'm trying to find a guy that's right in front of me locking me up, but I just cannot see him. That guy right there is still going outbound, though he is turning inbound, so it's not the guy who's locking me up, and I'm more concerned about him. Until now, this guy has definitely turned his nose on me, and I kind of have to engage. So at this point, it's a good idea to just fire on this guy and turn away from the guy who's actively locking me up.
2, strike, 8 o'clock. 2, strike, 4 o'clock.
When I was turning to the left over there, I did see that they were up higher than me from their contrails. However, before I could engage them, they did fire at me, and I had to break defensive or die.
Georgian forces are sustaining significant casualties but are still holding. Overlord out. Don't sound like things are going too well down there, does it?
2, engaging bandit.
Okay, my wingman's telling me he's engaging a bandit, and he's very close to me, which means that bandit's very close to me as well. And there it is, right there to my left. Well, that got a little bit dicey there for a minute, but we managed to pull it off. Now I think I counted 3 or 4, but I've lost count during the entire engagement. I'm not getting spiked, so at the moment I feel okay, but I do need to check if our guy over here is actually by himself, or if one of the guys did manage to slip by. So that is our priority mission, and I do need to check that out, and it does turn out that it looks clear, so we're A-okay. Alright, it looks like our wingman has found the 4th guy. Let's go help him out. Alright, I guess there's no need.
This is Springfield. Enemy interceptors neutralized. Over.
Overlord copies. Good work, Springfield. Resume escort.
Thanks, Springfield. That's a little more excitement that I'm looking for in a transport run, you know what I mean? Pontiac out.
Springfield Overlord. Be advised, a flight of 2 GAF Su-25Ts, designation Uzi, is being launched from Copileti to provide CAS to Georgian forces. Overlord out.
Springfield, Pontiac. We have visual on Vazione. Thanks for the chaperone. We'll see you on the flight deck. Pontiac, Springfield copies, and don't think I've forgotten about that drink.
H1, passing waypoint 3 at 5,000.
Why, I wouldn't dream of it, Springfield. You earned it. Pontiac out.
Springfield Overlord. Georgian forces are reporting heavy casualties. They are attempting to withdraw.
Jesus, it sounds like a bloodbath down there. Poor bastards. Uzi 2 is defensive. Same launch. Breaking rush.